The Battle of Kora took place in and around the town of Kora, in Afghanistan's Oruzgan province, during June 15 to 19, 2007. The fighting was between ISAF and Afghan forces on one side and Taliban forces on the other, for the control of the Kora district center, regarded by the Taliban as a tactical target because it provides ground access from unsecured Gizab district in the north to the provincial capital of Taran Kowt. According to some press reports, the fighting was the largest Taliban offensive of 2007 in Afghanistan, and resulted in the death of 1 American, 1 Australian, 2 Dutch and 16 Afghan soldiers, as well as approximately 58 civilians and 71 Taliban fighters. Prelude. Oruzgan province, along with neighboring Kandahar and Helmand provinces in southern Afghanistan, is part of the Taliban's traditional Pashtun tribal stronghold. In Oruzgan, NATO's ISAF mission took over authority for Afghanistan from the US-led coalition in August 2006. Resulting in 1,400 Dutch soldiers replacing some 150 U.S. troops at the provincial reconstruction team in Oruzgan's provincial capital, Taran Kowt, and other bases. In addition to co-located Afghan battalions, there was an Australian element under Dutch command and contributions from other NATO allies. Oruzgan is two-thirds the size of the Netherlands, but the Dutch presence has been challenged with providing security to areas it patrols regularly. When faced with the security challenge, the Dutch reverted to an ing-spot policy, whereby they focus their attention only on Oruzgan's 3 population centers, leaving other areas to Taliban control. Dutch activities included setting up checkpoints, some of which were near the town of Kora. At the time, there were 100 Afghan police in Kora. Dutch troops were working in Kora on projects such as a school, a mosque and a bridge, following up on civilian construction projects initiated by the US. 60 Dutch troops were deployed in Kora. Battle. June 15. On Friday evening, June 15, there was some shooting near Kora. In the morning of that day, a Dutch convoy in Taran Kowt was attacked by a suicide bomber, killing a Dutch soldier, Timo Smehuijazin, and several Afghan civilians. June 16, a US A-10 Thunderbolt II spotted a group of 60 persons moving toward Kora. Dutch troops at Kora were informed, but the A-10 did not engage the group, due to uncertainty over their identity and intentions. Shortly after, 3 Afghan police posts on the road linking Kora to Taran Kowt came under coordinated attack by a large number of Taliban fighters. Dutch troops in Kora moved to support the Kala Kala and Niazi Afghan police posts. The Taliban captured Sarab police post, killing 2 brothers of the commander of the post. They also cut off the hands of the wife of a captured policeman who was forced to watch her mutilation before being beheaded himself. That afternoon, the Dutch withdrew from the Kala Kala and Niazi checkpoints, allowing the Taliban to capture these posts as well. The Dutch troops reassembled near the Kora district building and contacted their commander, Colonel Hans van Griensven in Camp Holland near Taran Kowt, for instructions. Griensven ordered them to stay and fight. ISAF aircraft provided support and attacked the Taliban. Scouts reported that 30 Taliban volunteers led by individuals nicknamed Kakar and Saddam were gathered inside a farm at the village of Kuala Rag. An Apache helicopter fired 2 Hellfire missiles at the farm, killing the Bosnians and civilians inside. Rosie Khan, a local tribal militia leader with shifting loyalties, offered 150 to 200 of his fighters to support the defense of Kora. The Dutch and Kora village leaders accepted Khan's offer reluctantly, as the village leaders had to arm Khan's fighters. A group of Dutch and Australian troops at Camp Holland near Taran Kowt moved to Kora, commanded by LTC Rob Querido. The Australian troops deployed in Baluchi Valley, between Taran Kowt and Kora, to secure the key road. Also on Saturday, June 16, U.S. Staff Sergeant Roy P. Luceda was killed when his vehicle was struck by a rocket-propelled grenade in Taran Kowt. June 17, 18. On Sunday, June 17 and Monday, June 18, Dutch reinforcements arrived from Camp Holland and a second Dutch base in Derawood, increasing the number of Dutch troops at Kora to 500. 50 Afghan army reinforcements also arrived in Chinook helicopters. Taliban fighters, who had gained control of most of the residential areas, forced civilians to fight with them or face execution. The Taliban also used civilian homes as shelter, but were still attacked by NATO aircraft, causing civilian casualties. As the fighting continued, many Taliban fighters were killed. At one time, 6 Dutch F-16s were in the air, engaging ground targets assigned by the infantry. On the night of Sunday, June 17 to the morning of Monday, June 18, during the loading of an 81mm mortar, which was deployed in the courtyard of the Kora District Government Building, a round exploded inside the launch tube, killing Dutch Sergeant Major Jos Lunassen and wounding 3 other Dutch soldiers. June 19 at 9:30 a.m., NATO briefly withdrew the aircraft supporting the fighting at Kora, but air support was restored at 9:40 when Col. van Griensven reportedly threatened to withdraw the 6 Dutch F-16s from NATO command. At 1000 Dutch and Afghan troops, together with Rosie Khan's militia, made a push called Operation Troy, in which they recaptured the 3 lost checkpoints.